Hey there, it's the 5th of May and time for Proverbs 5. Now, this one is all about seduction. Okay, I mean, if you're a mature Christian, this is not a problem for you, but it was a problem back then. You got to understand, there wasn't a lot to do. Okay, they didn't have libraries, they didn't have television, entertainment. There wasn't much except for, games and stuff like that. But seduction was a huge problem. Okay, it's like a drug. So let's go through this one. Again, like he says in the beginning of the first 10 chapters, starts with, My son, pay attention to my wisdom, incline your ear to my insight, that you may maintain discretion, and your lips may preserve knowledge. Right? And then it begins. From a seducing woman's lips drip honey, and her mouth is smoother than oil. But in the end, she is bitter as wormwood, sharp as a double-edged sword. Her feet go down to death, her steps lead straight to Sheol. She does not keep straight to the path of life. Her paths are crooked. But she does not know it. They don't realize. Right? So now, my sons, listen to me, and do not turn aside from the words of my mouth. Keep your path far from her, and do not go near the door of her house, lest you give your strength to others, and your years to the one who is cruel. Lest strangers feast on your strength, your labors go to a foreigner's house. At the end of your life, you will groan when your flesh and body are spent, and you will say, How I hated discipline, how my heart spurned reproof. I would not listen to my teacher's voice or incline my ear to my instructors. I was almost in utter ruin amid the community and congregation, as everybody finds out. Right. I'm going to highlight this right here, because that's kind of important. Okay. Right. Don't mess, lest you give your strength to others, your years to one who is cruel. That strangers feast on your strength, your labors go to a foreigner's house. Right. It costs money, right? It costs money to have to keep two households, right? Oh, there's good advice. 15. Drink water from your own cistern and running water from your own well. Should your springs flow in the streets, your streams of water in public squares? Let them be yours alone and not shared with strangers. Right. Play in your own backyard. Love your own wife. May your fountain be blessed, and may you delight in the wife of your youth, a lonely hind, a graceful doe. May her breast satisfy you always. May you always be captivated by her love. Why, my son, be captivated by a seducing woman? Why embrace a foreigner's bosom? For a man's ways are before the eyes of Adonai, and he observes all his paths. Right. The iniquities of a wicked man will ensnare him. The cords of his sin will hold him down. He will die for lack of discipline, led astray by his own great folly. Right. Right. So there you go. That's Proverbs 5. I said a single subject. Yeah. And there's some stuff highlighted in here. Right? We'll make this all together. Right? So now, my sons, listen to me. Do not turn aside from the words of my mouth. Keep your heart far from her. Do not go near the door of her house, lest you give your strength to others, your years to one who is cruel, lest strangers feast on your strength, your labors go to a foreigner's house. Right? Let's see, check our notes over here. Honor to others. That is thy strength and goods to her that will have no pity upon thee. She is as is read of Samson and the prodigal son. Yeah, this is a good example. Samson and the prodigal son. Right? Samson lost everything because of a girlfriend. The prodigal son lost everything because of riotous living and foreign women. Right? It labors and be in the house of a stranger. The goods gotten by thy trouble. Right? Like I said, this costs money, right? Favors and time. Drink water from your own cistern and running water from your own well. Right? Stay at home. Your love should be at home with your family and your wife. Right? Should your springs flow in the streets, streams of water in the public square? The cistern over here says, he teacheth us sobriety, exhorting us to live of our own labors and to be beneficial to the godly that want. 17. Let them be yours alone, not shared with strangers. Distribute them not to the wicked and infidels, but reserve them for thyself, thy family, and them that are of the household of. And 18. May your fountain be blessed, and may you delight in the wife of your youth. Thy children which shall come of thee in great abundance, showing that God blesseth marriage and curseth whoredom. Youth. Which thou didst marry in thy youth. Right. Your wife. And I like 21. For a man's ways are before the eyes of Adonai, and he observes all his paths. God watches everything you do. Right? He declared that except man to join to his wife both in heart and in outward conversation, that he shall not escape the judgments of God. Right. So there you go. The iniquities of man will ensnare him. The cords of his sin will hold him down. Right. And he will die for lack of discipline. So there you go. Single subject. That's right. And tomorrow we'll start talking about laziness and poverty and get into some of the meatier things tomorrow. So there you go. This is a shorter study today, a single subject in Proverbs chapter 5 for the 5th of May. So there you go. Stay tuned later today. We're in Luke 23, I think. On day like 124, 125 or something like that. For the New Testament in a year. Other short studies because they stretched out the New Testament to last a whole year. So there you go. We're going to keep doing Proverbs. This is 21, the 21st time through it out of 24. And tomorrow we'll do it again. See you then.